Jam my finger. This hurts worse than missing an easy layup.
A jammed finger can sideline you for weeks if you don't handle it right. But don't worry, we've got the fix for you.
Today, we are going to break down what really happens in a finger jam, how to rehabilitate it with proper techniques, and how to keep your fingers safe so that you can stay in the game.
Ligaments are tough bands that connect bone to bone, keeping the joint stable and preventing it from bending in ways it shouldn't. A jammed finger happens when a force like a ball hitting your fingertip causes stress to those ligaments, usually the PIP joint in the middle of your finger. Mild cases have small tears, but severe ones might rip the ligament completely. The injury depends on how hard the hit is, the angle it strikes, and how your finger is positioned. Before we jump into the rehab, let's be clear. Not all jammed fingers are made the same. So look out for severe pain that doesn't ease after a few hours, visible deformity like a crooked finger, numbness or tingling, or swelling that spreads beyond the joint. These signs could mean a fracture or something serious, so definitely see a medical professional if you have any of these signs.
But luckily in most cases, jammed fingers are mild sprains, which you can manage at home with some smart steps. First, give your finger a break. Avoid using it for activities that hurt. Apply a cold pack to your finger for 15 to 20 minutes every few hours for the first couple of days to reduce swelling.
You can also wrap it to the bandage for support, and also keep your hand elevated above the level of your heart to help fluid drainage.
There are a few ways to support a jammed finger during recovery. One of the options is splinting. Splinting keeps the finger straight and immobilized, especially if the injury is fresh and painful.
For this, you can use a pre-made finger splint, but even a popsicle stick does the trick. But the real MVP for most jam fingers is buddy taping. It is our favorite because it does two things at once: protection while keeping your finger mobile. And here's how to do it. Take athletic tape or medical tape, then choose the finger next to your injured one, ideally one of similar length. Place a small piece of gauze or cotton between the fingers to prevent skin irritation. Then wrap the tape around both fingers, just above and below the injured joint, but not too tight. You want to support, not strangle. By taping your injured finger to a healthy one, it uses the healthy finger as a splint to stabilize the ligaments and keep your finger from getting too rigid. Plus, it lets you go on with your life without worrying too much about your finger. Once the pain and swelling starts to ease, it's time to start gentle exercises to rebuild mobility and strength. Start with passive range of motion exercises. Work within your pain-free limits and gradually increase the range. Then move on to isometric exercises. Gently push the injured finger in one direction while it resists the movement. Do both flexion and extension. Tendon glides and opening and closing your hand improves circulation, reduces swelling, and keeps your fingers from getting stiff.
The next question is, when can you get back on the courts? You can get back to sports when you check off these criteria.
Firstly, there should be no pain when moving or pressing on the finger. Swelling should be minimal or completely gone. You should have full or nearly full range of motion. The finger should feel stable with no wobbling or giving way. You should be able to grip or hold objects without much discomfort. Prevention is key to keeping your fingers safe.
In basketball, I've learned to keep my fingers spread out when going for a rebound or catching a pass. You want your hand behind the ball and not under it, with your fingers pointing upwards or towards the ball. And this prevents your fingertips from taking the full hit.
Also, warm up and stretch your hands to keep them flexible. Stiff fingers are much more likely to get jammed.
Alright, let's wrap this up. If you jam your finger, check for serious signs like deformities or loss of motion. If it is mild, just support it with buddy taping.
And don't forget prevention. Proper gear and technique matter. And that's the fix for today. Until next time, stay fit, stay healthy, and catch you on the next one.